Hey guys, happy Tuesday. I was not planning on filming today. I was not planning on recording at all. As you can tell, I kind of have a cold slash allergies going on. But as I woke up this morning and as I went to bed last night, before bed I watched all of these videos from Baltimore and I watched things that were from Nepal, and my heart is just overwhelmed. My mind can't seem to shift through everything that's been going on. My first question is, where's our president? I am not necessarily supporting Bush with this video, but before Katrina happened, Bush was on the phone. Bush was on the phone the night before Katrina hit, and he was so involved. And I just wonder with Baltimore, where's our president? Like, why have we not heard anything from him? What is he saying? What are his stances? I'm so confused, I guess. And I hope that if you're watching this video that you have been on your knees praying to God for our country and for the people of Nepal and for the Christians overseas who are being killed, who are being beheaded by ISIS. And there's just so much going on in the world right now. And I know that if you look at history, there have been other groups that, have done horrible, evil, just things that are just unspeakable. But as I look at our country right now, we have people, we have a chance to change things. And it's like nobody's standing up, nobody's changing, and people are like, it's just so hard for me to watch. And I just want to encourage everyone to be on their knees and, thanking God that we do somewhat still live in a free country, and that we are able to come to Him. We are able to bow down and pray to Him and talk to Him, and that we know that He is in control of everything that happens. Everything that happens day by day goes through His hands. And as I listen to the news and I look on Facebook and I'm seeing Twitters and even on Instagram, and as it's all running through my mind and I'm trying to process everything that's going on, it's hard for me sometimes to remember that God literally has the whole world in His hands, and He is looking to us. And I believe that He's saying in some ways, like, you may be down and horrible things are happening, but you can still turn to me and you can still pray to me, and I can, faith as small as a mustard seed can move mountains. And yet it's like nothing. Oh, it's just so confusing. I mean, it's not confusing. Obviously, bad, sinful people do bad, or people do bad things and make bad decisions. But when does it stop? When does it stop? Sorry about that. And, the people of Baltimore, I understand this has been going on. It happened in Ferguson, but by far, I think this has probably been one of the biggest ones that we've had. And it's just the leadership. There's been no leadership, and the curfew didn't start last night. It starts tonight, and people have been going out, and 15 police officers have been hurt. And when does it stop? Martin Luther King Jr. would have been livid. He would have been livid. It's just, when does it stop? And it's like, is it going to stop? I don't know. Is this God's will? Obviously, or it wouldn't be happening. But this video is not to, bash people, or it's just to tell you guys that I am thinking probably the same thing you guys are thinking, and that I did want to just remind you to stay on your knees and pray for the people of Nepal, and pray for the Christians who are being beheaded, and pray for the Jews, because they are God's chosen people, and pray for our American soldiers who are in the midst of everything. They finally have called in the National Guard. And Abraham Lincoln himself said that the destruction of America would not be from the outside. It would come within. And as I look at the things that are happening, and, it's like, do you guys want slavery? Do you guys want leaders who constantly lie to us? The soldiers of Benghazi, the people of Benghazi cried out, and yet the person who ignored that is now running for presidency. And it makes me so angry. And yet at the end of the day, I have to remind myself that everything runs through God's hands, and that I need to be on my knees praying every single day, because prayer is how we change things, and only God can change the hearts of people, not me as an individual. I cannot personally change the heart of anyone. I can help them, I can lead them in the right direction, but it's only God that can change the hearts. And I believe that right now there are a lot of hearts that need to be changed, because the direction of where we're going and what we stand for is doing a complete 180 and flipping to the other side. And that frightens me sometimes. And I guess some people would look at it as a challenge, like challenge accepted, but it's really hard for me to process everything that goes on. And last night before I went to bed, as I watched videos knowing that that could possibly lead to nightmares, it's like, where is the humanity in that? Where is, when it's crazy. And I hope that you guys are praying, and I am sorry for this rant, but I had to. I couldn't keep it in any longer. So if you guys have comments or concerns or questions, please feel free to leave them. Let me know that you're praying for the people of God's people, the people in Nepal and the people in Baltimore and the people all around in other cities. And I just heard today that another mall was closed in Baltimore. People are calling this The Purge, which I did not watch that movie, but I guess it was a horror movie where, the government or whoever allowed you to go do whatever you wanted in a 24-hour period. So I guess on social media people are calling it The Purge, and it's frightening. And I pray for all of the people in Baltimore. Like, I pray for your safety. I pray that lives will be changed, and I pray for the police officers that are suffering. I especially pray for the police officer's family. And I just hope that it stops soon, and I hope that God's will be done through this horrible, horrible situation. And I pray that God's will be worked out in Nepal, and that people will, see his light and his mercy and his grace. And I guess I will talk to you guys at my next rant, because there's just a lot of stuff going on, and it's a lot of bullshit, but it's happening, and it's happening now. So I hope you guys are all prepared, and I hope you guys are all on your knees, because Jesus Christ is the only one that can save us now. So I will talk to you guys later.